Hello, welcome, my friends. How are you all today? Well, we're working on this super full moon in Scorpio water sign, and I guess this is like our fourth super moon in for 2020, if I'm correct. If not, the last of. I mean, it's just one of a kind thing. So we need to like alert and pay attention. And the stars are speaking to us, obviously, with what's going on with our globe today and recently. But I have these energies here because it says here, this is from Moonology Oracle Cards Guidebook, Yasmin Boland, and I'll type all this stuff on my fan page. But so here we have the full moon, okay, surrender to the divine, okay, so that's the theme, right? We want a theme or harness energies, however you like to call it. And then we're also having the super moon. Emotions are running high, okay, so pay attention. And now in the Scorpio, a water sign, emotional, okay, so let's try to keep us all in a balance, check emotions. And then, of course, here we are in the sign, water sign of Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. Okay, so this full moon, which happens to be a super moon, in this water sign of Scorpio. Okay, so these are sort of, or yes, not sort of, these are the energies that we want to harness. And I'll type all the information on my fan page, but you can see that we've got it going on here. And in the almanac, uh, they call it the flower moon, moon of radiance. And happy birthday to my sweet Gemini and Taurus friends for the May, June already. Here we are. Gemini, it's called the scribe's moon, but you know, all these moons have different names and overtones, and considering especially the Native Americans or the indigenous people named the moon also. But why I'm bringing up my old paperwork here is because the tarot is the lover, so we want to sort of pay attention. And with these moons so powerful, it's time for us to really pay attention that we live on this earth. It's not something to throw her away, or it's people. We really need to correspond to the stars, the moon, the luna, everything. It's like there's trying to really talk to us, I believe. But let's bring the love in, okay? And for those of you who love your herbs, it's with elder, mint, rose, mugwort, and thyme. The colors are green, brown, and pink. I wore some pink today. The stones are emerald, malachite, amber, carnelian, moonstone. Got my moonstone ring on. Animals are cats, lynx, leopard, swan, and dove. And maybe we'll see some doves fly through here. The goddesses are Maya, and Maya was a Greek goddess, and she's one of the Pleiades and the mother of Hermes, Olympian god, son of Zeus. So a powerful goddess representing these energies right now to harness. Of course, our Venus here. I have the Thelema deck to work with. Aphrodite, again, same energies. One's Greek, one's Roman. Artemis, Diana is also the same bast as the Egyptian cat. Very powerful goddess. And the medicine is creation, love, intuition, connection with the divine, connection with nature, sexuality, sensuality. And we know with Scorpio, it can be very, like even erotic. So this is why I'm curious about this reading, my personal self, to see what comes through, because it's heavy all the way around, and we probably won't feel energies to harness like this in a while, okay? So, and the creative power is to empower, okay? And the action is to command. So, you don't, those Scorpios. And especially, I always talk about Scorpio because not only do they have the scorpion with the stinger, right, that can exit some poison in the respect, but it's also another totem animal is the eagle, okay, and the phoenix. So they can fly. The highest bird is condor, eagle, right? And then here we have the phoenix rising, even if they, and their tarot card, Scorpio is number 13. I call it, lucky 13, the death card, but they can transform again. See? Rising as the phoenix coming out for the fire. So it's a badass zodiac sign is what I'm trying to add. So let's see what happens today. And this is to harness these energies for a couple of weeks. No pressure, no doubt. And now, in this final supermoon, I would totally accept, take those sea salt baths, take them with your lovers, the ones you, to just get out there and feel the love vibration. Definitely, passionate. Okay, so let's see what we have. So surrender to the divine via the full moon energies, and make sure that it's like we really want to just know that it's time to release the old and just especially with what's going on our planet, our globe, our mother earth. It's a message. It has to be. We cannot just not think that, so, but of course I'm a spiritual person, so I think like that. But let's see what happens. Let's see how it unfolds and evolves, okay? But some energy, surrender to the divine, okay? It's time to release negativity via the Scorpio moon, which is this super moon. And here with supermoon, emotions are running high. Okay, so, again, with Scorpio, we just got to add the truths there. Oh, Pisces, Scorpio, right in my head. The water signs all emotional, right? So we have to just, all good. Okay, let me take a moment here. Oh, right there in my hand, right there. Popping out. Okay, let me just quiet for a second. Another card coming through. Okay, that's good. That's what we like. And I have my Thoth deck here because I wanted some of his metaphysics to come through. So let's see with the water, and I got the mermaids tarot here. I haven't worked with them in a while. So, let's see. We got to put these cards back in here. Yeah. Mermaids aren't jumping out as much as the Lima deck was. Let's grab this one. Okay, and now we have the Thoth deck. Let's see what goes on with the Book of Thoth, the Egyptian master himself. Written via the channeling of Aleister Crowley. Okay, right there. And full moons is that perfect time to release things that no longer serve. So this is a powerful time emotionally to take you to a higher level of strength and standing strong in your emotional states and believing in what you came here to do, and all that kind of wisdom in the respect. You'll know, especially if you watch videos like these that are open up your mind to other ways to think. But I did want to just reach out for this card again. Emotions are running high. Supermoon. Okay. I just want to repeat, because this is exactly what we want to sort of keep in balance. Okay. Control. Just let and in a way, it's good that we're not all going out, partying and all that anymore. I think it's good that we're just laying low, and the whole globe, I think it's, so let's just keep peace with the mind, okay? And some of us, right on, not having a job, but let's just see. The governments have to step in, so let's just. But anyway, I don't talk politics, but that we are now forced to stay home, and the frontliners and all the beautiful ones, the grocery people, everybody who wakes up every morning. We got some big old. Is that a crow or a raven? I think that's a raven. Okay, so. But yes, let's work it through, and hope and faith, My protection rune is there. Oh, my little flowers, but too close. Oh, you see what happens when the fire, it gets hot. Almost burned the flower. Okay, let's select some. Okay, already we open with the Two of Swords. Okay, well, to speak of that balance. And swords is how we're thinking, our mental way, our thoughts. And we were just trying to focus on, surrender to the divine. Don't overthink too much. Don't get caught up on too much crazy. But I think a lot of us aren't really. I feel there's a lot of ease and balance out there when I'm trying to stay home too, but when I'm forced to go out, so it's like she has this blindfold on, but you don't see she's stressed out. She's holding her swords, if she had to battle or fight, but she's just going into that introspection time, that balance. Take that time out, put your thoughts in check, and look at Luna right there, super full moon right there. Wow. Right behind her. You know what? I don't think I've ever noticed this huge full moon there. And look, the full moon is like being electric as well. Wow, okay, this is a first. And I use this deck a lot. I like this Delima deck. So no doubt it's like, and this super moon in the sign of water, and we see the water right here, even though it's the mental side of our thoughts, thinking. But let's think real sharp. Keep the balance, okay? Stay focused. Even with your eyes shut, you're deaf too. Deaf, dumb, and blind, but you are relying on spirit. You see your head's facing up, right? Look up. Even if you're blindfolded, even if you're blind, look up. Like Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles and all those Jose Feliciano, those beautiful artists. What's the beautiful female blind artist that always sings with Jose Feliciano? Oh, I have her. Oh, I love her. I can't believe I just. Okay, but anyway, I don't want to take away from. Look at this. Full moon. Out of the gate. Look at that. I don't think I've ever had 1, 2, 3, 4 huge full moons, super moons, 4 quadrant stability. Boy, now we have another sword, air, mental. I don't usually have swords come out of the deck, out of the gate like that. Okay. But isn't this is kind of cool too. I see the 5 of swords. So, the 5 always speaks of that change. And it's always a battle when it's about the swords, because it's usually the air element that you focus on your thoughts. And some of us you know, if we're not in a good mental place, we can think negative, right? So that's what we were saying here. Surrender to the divine. It's time to release negativity. And the Scorpio, you know, it's got that stinger. Sometimes, you know, you Scorpios, I love you all because you're my water baby badasses, but you sometimes, you know, do give a sting. So it's kind of like watch yourself, just let it go. Let the negativity be released with this powerful time here. Okay. And we can harness these energies for another couple weeks, no problem. And especially for you to, maybe this can be the beginning, but if you already know I want to harness my own innate wisdom, you know, I don't have to watch TVs or YouTube or anything to get that, okay? But here we can see the Two of Swords are right there, stuck in the stone, okay? But this is the Five of Changes. So you got to change your mind a little bit now. But still, you know, in charge, okay? In charge. Okay. Let's keep moving because we just opened up the reading, but it's all about the air element. And we were talking about recently that, you know, the air element is our thoughts, but also consider when you hear the wind, okay? That's like a message in itself. If you hear it via words, or, you know, if it rhymes with a song, when you hear the wind make, you know, here in Florida we have a lot of wind movement and it's not stagnant, so it's nice to hear the wind. Oh, look at this. Now we have Major Arcana, the Hermit. Well, it seems like this is what's kind of going on. It's about going inside, okay? Going into introspective time, okay? Nothing wrong with that. And obviously we are forced right now with this, you know, this corona virus not situation, it's a pandemic like they call it, but there's a light, okay? There's a light. And, you know, it's about when you have that, you know, lucky death 13, but that scenario when sometimes we lose our jobs, or sometimes we lose our home, or, oh God, you know, even worse, a death, you know, somebody, one you love, you know, perishes in a wreck or something. But it's those times that we have to go within and surrender to the divine, you know, have God, please, you know, keep my thoughts in check, even though I just lost my loved one, you know, please God, I just lost my job, you know, blah, blah, blah. But I believe that from chaos comes cleansing. That's the way of earthquakes and hurricanes, and you understand. Do we ever see these kind of situations coming forward? No, but I think this is another message from the divine. We have to go within. You know, it can't be like, you know, party. Nothing wrong with enjoying a good time with family and friends over, you know, food and good friendships, okay? But I think I don't know. I'm not the one to judge. I'm definitely not. But I think it's something to say we need to be more introspective about what our future lies, even if it's like going within on your own. I've been into hermit mode now for a few years, but I kind of dig it, you know. I'm looking forward to releasing my new book, and I'm very excited that I can start talking about it, you know. And look how exciting, we were just talking about it, the Lovers, right? The tarot for this time right here is the Lovers, and the Lovers have arrived. And you know, Luna loves the Lovers. We talk about that a lot, right? And Luna is our, the moon is a satellite to Earth, right? We talk about Luna, right? 28 days, 13 moon cycles she comes around. And then we on Earth go around the sun. It takes us, what, right? 52 weeks, so 12 months. But here we have number 6, the Lovers. That's wonderful. I was hoping for a nice loving read, because when, I showed you paperwork about the tarot is the harnessing the lovers, and here the lovers have arrived, and the hermit of introspection. But you can see these two personas here are literally, and look at this again. I have to, I love the Luna. She's my verb, you know that, my friends. But it's like, wow. Go within. Go within. But look, and if you have a wonderful relationship, then go within together. Take some beautiful sea salt baths, and you know how to just enjoy, and or even, if you ever have that kind of love affair with someone that can, you guys can like write notes to each other and say, see what I said, and see if you can read my mind. Those are fun too. That's when the lover is good for you. Okay. Now the 5 of Swords. Boy, 2. Okay, let's stand the lovers up by the moon. Okay, Luna loves the lovers. Whoopee. Okay, let's put the lovers right there. Can we see the lovers? No, you want to see the lovers. Okay, there you go. And the introspection of Hermit is really powerful. And now we have 2 5 of Swords, okay? So this is definitely trying to chat here to get there's change of mind, no doubt, okay? And also, as this male is holding 2 swords in his left hand and holding the one, and then those 2 are stuck into the stone. You can see into the rock, big rock. And she's also holding with her left hand 2 spears. I know it's not called spears. What do they call them? King Triton? Is it a Triton? Anyway, their weaponry. Okay. But still holding 3. She's holding 3 and 2. Okay, and they're both in a introspective mode. No doubt about it. So let's keep moving here. Let's see. This doesn't usually come out like we got to start thinking hard. And that's what it's saying. But it's also shining the lovers. Like we can all think like-minded together. Wow, another swords. Yeah, that doesn't usually happen. And then this is the 10 of Swords of Transcendence, okay? And this is, to me, it looks kind of, that she's surrounded by all these swords, but it's like she's going into a real deep, beyond meditative. This is when you're counseling the beautiful ones, or, however you call the spirit force source in your life. And they're going to tell her things. Why not? We've got the Hermit here already. Okay, let's see what Thoth deck has to say now. Okay, because if anyone's about the intellect, it's this person here, Aleister Crowley. But the lovers arrived. That's about emotional. Okay, let's see. Are you kidding me? Now we have the Queen of Swords here. And actually, from the Aleister Crowley deck, she's my favorite queen of his deck, because he's such a male, active, uh, you know, persona. His deck is all boy, you know. and so she's really why I like her, because he adores this energy of the Queen of Swords. So, but now we have the Queen, and you see she's cut somebody's head off, right? That's Aleister Crowley. Well, he didn't draw these pictures, but obviously he worked with the artist. I forget her name right now. For many, many years, they worked together. But she's up in the clouds. Okay. It's how we're thinking. And, you know, sometimes it's good to get away from personas if you can. Excuse me. Excuse me, I got it. Sorry. I know it's sometimes hard with family, but it's like introspection time is necessary. Oh boy, look at this. The wild card is here. Okay, wow. Ora do templi orientis. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law. Love under will. Well, isn't this lovely? We have the lovers here. Okay. Aleister Crowley designed this tarot as illustrations for the Book of Thoth. They were painted by Lady Frida Harris. Okay, there it is. Lady Frida Harris. And are now issued as cards. To use them is to learn. To use them with the delicacy of great art is to embark on the path of initiation. And we talk about, you know, actually with my new tarot coming through, I'm not calling the zero card the fool. I'm calling it the spiritual initiate. Okay. Those interested in, and here we have, this isn't from his deck. This is from another artist. I think Tony Carmine Salerno. But anyway, those interested in the Kabbalistic and astrological attributions of these cards are referred to Aleister Crowley's 777 and the Book of Thoth. Those interested in the dylemic attributions are referred to Aleister Crowley's Liber Alveligis, the Book of the Law, especially chapter, anyway. Love is the law, love under will. Okay. I mean, it's really, this, you know, his deck is obviously one of alchemy and metaphysics and but once you understand his messages, then tarot becomes fun. Are you kidding me? Every card that's come through is the sword except for the Hermit. I think I have to say that's a first. Totally a first. So it's keeping our minds in check. Okay, and 7 speak of that spiritual, you know, challenge or victory. Okay, so pretty much it's please align, go within. I know some of you now staying home and you have your children and everything. It's not that simple, but maybe you can get the whole family, like take that meditative time. Maybe, you know, this is how we're going to have church now for a while. We're just going to play nice music, or, you know, for those of you who read the Bible, take that time. You know, not watching TV, okay? Nothing wrong with putting on some beautiful music, no lyrics, and doing a little, you know, beautiful half hour with your family. I don't know. I know if I had kids, I'd have them all lighting candles and burning incense, and we'd be doing Goomba, yeah, my Lord. Okay, so this is wonderful. This is, okay, so no doubt it's how our thoughts are arriving. Okay, and Luna does love the lovers, so it could be a good time, especially with erotic Scorpio going on, that it's both that win-win, you know, the attraction, the body, mind, soul attraction. Okay, so let's see. I have my runes here, okay, And you know I love to pull my runes. But I also brought out, because we have Scorpio, the water sign, and I don't think I've used this little oracle card deck too much. So where am I time-wise? Oh, 11 was that? 30 minutes and 11 seconds. Okay, I don't want to look, but I just looked. The longings of your heart are prophecies of realities. Okay, I didn't pick this card, but I could tell it was the Kelpie. The longings of your heart are prophecies of realities. Okay, well, the Kelpie I know was a water horse, mystical. I'm not sure if I'll read that one from the book, but we'll see because it's only 30 minutes. But for those of you interested in animal, ancient totem animal wisdom, that's the Kelpie right there. Okay, Kelpie. Okay, so let's select one rune and one of these. And then if we need a pairing of this one, we'll pull one more to see if the one card needs a coupling, a pairing. Okay, so but we'll take this one. Okay, and then we'll pull a rune to see what the runes have to say. I haven't worked with my runes in forever either. Okay, well that's a nice rune. I think that's the rune of joy. My poor little runes, I gotta glue them. They fall. They're made of clay, so. And I have all this. I think that's the rune of joy. So let's see. Okay. All right. And just for curiosity, let's see. What is this? Twin flame union, the pairing. Charybdis and Scylla, the future holds promise. Okay, I guess there is for this super moon, I would go into introspection time and, heal your body, mind, and soul as much as you can. Surrender to the divine, pray to the beautiful ones, whoever they are for you. The Native Americans have their beautiful ones. The Hindus do. The Chinese, you know what I'm talking about. The global beauties. Go within. I really am feeling it personally in the respect that now this card, back in the day I'd write on my cards. Look, we even got the seagulls are here. Okay, so hold on. Okay, let me just see what's going on here. And I'm sorry, I'm Twin Flame Union, the pairing. I haven't worked with this deck in forever. And that I said, you know what, for the mermaids, water theme, Scorpio, because it sort of has, see this animal? It has like that scorpion sting with these kind of, creatures, underwater creatures. And you can see it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-headed like Medusa creature situation. But the Twin Flame Union, the pairing is here. So definitely, and since I haven't used this deck in forever, and here we have the rune of joy is also here. So that's very beautiful and loving as well. So here the message is, emotionally, just go within, introspect, heal your body, mind, and soul. Surrender to the divine, the ones you embrace, the emotions are running high, but just stay in balance. It's not to say stay calm 24/7, but just keep the balance, okay? If you see something gets a little hectic, then, take deep breaths. Personally speaking, that works for me. And if it's for your children, tell them to do the same. Just everybody going to breathe and believe and keep balance. The Two of Swords is here. Mental balance is really important. And that they're all swords cards. I know that's never happened. That's never happened. But let's go to the joy rune first. And then we'll see what this twin flame union pairing is about. And I think it's lovely in the regard how Scorpio is, you know, surrendering to us this beautiful Luna love moon. Because this is, it could have gone many, many ways, especially with the energies. And this is the last super moon. So in the water sign, you know, feminine, active, Luna is all feminine, right? Feminine. Oh boy, it feels good. I'm just still caught up in it myself. And the joy rune, how beautiful. It's such a lovely rune to come through to, you know, balance us out here with this joy. And I have no idea what this is about, really. And I've had this book a long time. Let me see, just to see, because I said it's the third pick that came out. Purchased 9/25/2007 for a full moon. So, okay, that was a pretty long time ago. My goodness, time flies. But, so here we are, and it's come through for the Scorpio full moon. So I'm enchanted to see what it reads here. But here we have Joy Light Wunjo. How could I forget Wunjo's name? See, Joy Light Wunjo. This rune is a fruit-bearing branch. The term of travail is ended, and you have come to yourself in some regard. The shift that was due has occurred. Okay, we can say this is what we're doing. We're surrendering to the divine with the shift, okay? So the shift that was due has occurred, is occurring. Now you can freely receive Wunjo's blessings, whether they be in material gain, in your emotional life, or in a heightened sense of your own well-being. This is an alchemical moment in which understanding is transmuted from knowledge. Isn't that wonderful? And, you know, we speak of how Scorpio is all about that transmutation and, you know, and transformation, and Lucky 13, that death card, okay? So it's wonderful timing to speak of this. The knowledge itself was a necessary but not sufficient condition. So the knowledge itself was a necessary but not sufficient condition. Now you can rejoice, having been carried across the gap by the will of heaven. Joyousness accompanies new energy, energy blocked before now. So maybe, you know, this, I'm saying, you know, this chaos we're going through is just how it works. Light pierces the clouds and touches the waters, just as something lovely emerges from the depths. And in quotes it says, so let me read that last sentence here. Light pierces the clouds and touches the waters, just as something lovely emerges from the depths. Colon. The soul is illuminated from within at the meeting place of heaven and earth, the meeting of the waters. Okay, well, we have some, she's meeting at the waters, talking to herself, right? We got to go within. How can we embrace our intuition when we have chatter all around us, right? That's how that works, right? Learning, going within. Ten of Swords here, that transcendence, and the Queen herself, you know, she rules the kingdom. She's she's pretty savvy in the intelligence department, intellectually speaking. And joy. I just love that joy came through. And then we continue. There is a new clarity which may call for you to renounce existing plans, ambitions, goals. It is proper and timely for you to do so. For Wunjo is a rune of restoration of the small self, properly aligned with the capital S self. And we like to say capital S, capital soul self. Okay? So because we're really realizing that it is our soul that lives on, and it was, you know, before our body before us. So how wonderful. Okay, let's just close down with this one here, the twin flame union, the pairing. And again, I can't even pronounce the names of these animals. Charybdis and Scylla, the future holds promise. Okay, The future holds promise. So let's see what, and this is number 47. Okay, that's 11. We like those 11s, and the 1 and 1 is 2. The High Priestess number. Is this one of the last cards? No. Okay. All right. Watch this or listen to this one. Let's hold the Lover's card here. So remember, the moon, these harnessing is, okay. The emotions are running high. It's time to release the negativity in the Scorpio sign. Surrender to the divine. Okay. And now, the future holds promise, but look how it opens up. It says, keyword, caution. Okay, caution. You may be between two, TWO, the number 2, difficult or fateful works, or between 2 equal dangers. Trying to avoid one hazard, you fall into another peril, or seeking to avoid one fault, you stumble into another error. Excuse me if I'm pronouncing these names incorrectly, but Charybdis and Scylla are formidable monsters. Scylla has 6 necks, 6 heads, and a triple row of teeth to snap up the innocent. And Charybdis is a whirlpool that swallows up ships. Oh, okay, so you can see these ships are, so there's a whirlpool of action. Okay. All right, I can see it now because I didn't understand what this animal was. That's got a manatee in its mouth, because we love manatees here in Florida. Okay. Okay, so Charybdis is a whirlpool that swallows up ships. They indicate that you may be tempted to fall in with a wrong person or situation. In quotes, if you are in 2 minds about something, seeing the dangers will help you to avoid repeating or making greater mistakes. By sticking to your principles, you are more likely to survive. Okay, so this is kind of deep at the end how it closes, but hey, my darlings, really, when you now are embracing your spirituality, it's the way that we have to think and continue to believe and harness our intuition, believe in our body, mind, and soul, and let, believe that the universe is here to provide. But what pretty much this reading is sharing, there is obviously a union here. I wrote that in big pen, not sure why, but the joy rune is, I'd have to say, one of the most beautiful runes of the Vikings, how they would write their poetry, and that was all male active living, but they loved their Mother Earth. Okay, so let's just go within. Luna, let's love our Luna. The Lover's card is here, but intellectually, did we read this one? The Kelpie. No, I don't think so. Let's read the Kelpie. Hold on, before I shut it down, because did I read the Kelpie? No, I can't recall. I got caught up with this twin flame union thing there. No, I don't think so. Okay, good. Let's close down. Now we can shut it. This makes a little balanced here for us. Foresight, the Kelpie. Foresight. Okay, so here this is talking about dangerous waters, but have foresight. Okay, so we're going to say like, yeah, I'm paying attention. You will master a situation and achieve what is good and right for you because you see through appearances. Always in full command of yourself like the Kelpie, a water horse that can change form and appear human. You understand the force you are working with. You consequently adjust, shaping the person or situation to your liking. Anyone who can bridle the Kelpie will harness its power. You race ahead at great speed with your eyes fixed on your goal. The winning post is in sight. Look neither to the right nor to the left, but keep going, because the Kelpie, who gains his name from the seaweed that covers him, can drag a person down and devour him. Boy, okay, so we're keeping the balance all right. We're letting people know don't be happing with us. I got my Kelpie. Oh, and we got the Kelpie and we got this other ferocious thing going on here. So, but it's all about how we're thinking, my friends. And show that, send those good mood vibrations to the ones you love, you know. Send them a beautiful poem that you wrote, because you had those words in your mind and you wrote them down. Okay. Do something like that, because this is lovely that the lovers came through. But and this love is really thought out. This is kind of the love that when someone is thinking about marrying someone, they're really thinking on the approach. And again, Luna loves the lovers, so but they're giving each other space. That's what's important too. You have hope and faith, but that you're your own person, okay? But together, you're unbeatable. Let's say it like that. Much love to you all. Take time, enjoy your families, and much love. Meditate. Ciao.